You guys ever see some of these rappers at the very top and then all of a sudden you don't hear of them anymore?
Who?
Today we're here to check out how these rappers ruin their careers.
Stupid.
I don't know who's gonna be on this list. That's what we're here to check out.
Rappers who got caught snitching to one-hit wonders who overstayed their welcome.
One-hit wonders.
Rappers who ruined their own careers. And we're gonna kick things off with a rapper who started with so much potential that just got squandered.
Who?
Distributed deadly and addictive drugs, including heroin and
Who?
on Long Island.
That I wasn't supposed to find out. I found out when I started caring about being Fetty Wap.
What the fuck?
After he dropped Trap Queen, the track that shot up to #2 on the charts, it seemed like Fetty Wap had guaranteed.
I honestly just thought Fetty Wap fell off because his music sucked. I didn't think anything else happened to him. I just thought he was trash after like a few songs.
A long career, and yet he kind of fell off. The rapper himself admits he dropped into a slump.
Getting
like I was clearing 100,000 every day.
What?
I woke up and I only made like 40,000. I'm like, it ain't right.
He made 100K a day?
A greedy management team that left him
Bro,
to fend for
what?
himself. And struggling to handle his financial situation, Fetty entered a depression that killed his musical flow.
What year did he blow up? Was it like 2016? Because he was popping, bro. 17, I forgot what that song was, but that was like so popular on Vine, and these were like the Vine days. You know how TikTok, everyone blows up on TikTok now because of music? He was the Vine person, and it was like the same thing back then with Vine.
Fetty Wap regained his peace at the top. A resurgence isn't in the cards for Fetty. In 2021,
look at his eye, bro.
Allegations of distributing cocaine. He was then detained the following year. Drug charges aren't usually anything crazy for a rapper, but Fetty was on something different. He admitted to being a part of a network that ferried more than 220 pounds of drugs between the United States. With all the heat he was under,
was he in the US cartel or some shit? You know what's crazy is there's so many rappers that like they're rich off music, but for some reason they still want to sell drugs and be in the whole drug life, and I don't understand that. Maybe like he said, because he was making 100K a day and then one day he just randomly made like 40K, so I don't know how much of a difference. Well, obviously that's a big difference, but that's still 40,000 in a day. Like how much were his expenses?
He lay low for a minute, but only 2 months after his arrest he got caught screaming threats while flashing a gun at someone.
I did not see any of this stuff. What the fuck?
Plea deal means he's narrowly avoided getting put away for life, but you're still not going to be hearing from him anytime soon. Fetty Wap isn't the only rapper whose comeback got delayed by prison time. Just ask Lil Mosey, because the charges he's facing.
You know what's actually crazy?
End of him.
I actually I met Lil Mosey. One of my homies, he pays me to be his videographer when he cuts people's hair, and he was actually cutting Lil Mosey's hair, and I talked to him and everything. He was super chill, and I think recently they came out and said that he wasn't guilty, so all the charges got dropped and everything. But I don't know. I didn't ask him about this shit because that would have been so awkward. Imagine that conversation.
Lil Mosey started rapping in 2016, but he didn't blow up.
He's super young too.
Later, when he
really young.
Rap song of the summer, Blueberry Fago, with over 1 billion streams. The track became his first hit.
And he kind of, all his songs sound the same now. You feel me? He's still cool though.
Confident he had legs as an artist. Anyone can have one big song, but very few artists are good enough to keep attention for a long time.
That is very, very true.
Monthly listeners, and none of his newer releases even cracking the top 50 on the chart.
I think back then, before TikTok, it was harder to keep a fan base with your music just because there was no constant like promotion and there was no constant marketing other than YouTube and like stuff like that. So now that you got TikTok, you can go up like crazy. You know how many people have one-hit wonders off of TikTok? It's an insane amount.
Seemed like Lil Mosey was a one-hit wonder at best. Despite the rockiness of his career,
he started making music when he was like 15.
There was still time for Mosey to come back on top, but that hope wouldn't last for long.
She wants to, bro. She's playing games. She acting all shy now.
In April of 2021, Mosey was nailed on the accusation of second-degree rape. According to one,
that's fucking crazy, bro.
And woke up to him and another man forcing themselves on her limp body. The prosecution asserts that Mosey touched the victim while she was incapable of consent by reason of being physically helpless.
That's insane. What the fuck?
Although Mosey claims their interactions were consensual, it's gonna be a struggle to prove that in court. The rapper's DNA is all over the victim, and there might even be evidence of bruising on her body. And to make matters worse for Mosey, the judge denied attempts of the defense to use past consensual acts with the victim to prove his innocence.
Okay, see, I didn't know all this stuff. I did not know all this. That's crazy. I think if I'm correct, all the charges got dropped. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that just means it's because he's famous or what, but you know how that shit be.
Doesn't necessarily mean that this recent event was given the green light. You think with everything working against him, Mosey would at least take the allegations seriously.
I think he's still only like 20 or 21, right?
Off his preliminary hearing. Lil Mosey's case is set to conclude on March 3rd, and the rapper better pray evidence comes out in favor of him. Otherwise, he better get used to sipping on blueberry fagos behind bars. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Mosey, this guy was also a one-hit wonder.
Who?
I mean that. He literally had one massive song, and then nobody ever heard.
I don't even know who this is.
You want to see a one-hit wonder? Well, there's Trinidad James.
Nah, I forgot about Trinidad James. I don't even know what song he got famous off. I just remember his name. You know, it's just one song. Like, I don't hear him anywhere else.
In October 2012, James Trinidad probably thought he was on top of the world. His track,
oh, Gold Wall, yeah.
Going on he scored himself a deal with the record label. His non-stop rise came to a very sudden stop in 2014.
That's actually insane.
By his label. What happened? Well, much like Mosey, James just didn't have.
I actually don't know what he did. Like, I'm actually really curious.
An EP and a mixtape, but neither got much.
None of these songs, never heard any single one of them before. I don't know if it's because they're actually trash or what, but Trinidad James, I honestly forgot about him. The song, like, honestly wasn't even that good. I feel like as an artist, once you make a song that big that just goes viral everywhere, it's hard to beat that, you know? Like, you're always trying to beat your next song, you're always trying to beat your next video. Once you make a song that big, it's just not gonna happen.
And once the money stopped rolling in, his label did what labels do and moved on. James had continued to pursue music.
They just dropped him.
But it goes without saying he'll never be what he was at his peak. Not everyone's career ends so quietly. Some, like the rapper we're about to talk about, love going out with the band. No one, and I mean
6ix9ine,
embodies the phrase all press is good press, like 6ix9ine. Tekashi used his loud personality, constant scandals, and a crazy social media presence to claw his way to success.
Before I say anything about him though, I want to see how he ruined his career before I say anything about him.
Songs charting in the top 10s and had his songs streamed more than 2.6 billion
times. That's a lot, bro.
You can't deny that Tekashi had eyes on him. He was making bank for a while too. He loved flat expensive cars and chains.
I got the best chain in the fucking rap game. You say otherwise?
He used to talk so much
His
shit.
career was not that of a star, but of a firework. He blew quickly and died out just as fast. I mean, just take a look at his money situation. He went from bragging about the cash he made to begging people for gas money. Talk about a fall from grace. What happened? Well, the fact of the matter is 6ix9ine may have been popular for a while, but he was never particularly well liked. Even the CEO of Tekashi's own record label knew everyone hated him. 80% of the comments Tekashi received were people trashing him.
You know what's crazy though is I feel like he act broke, but he still had a lot of money. Like,
you got one house right here, 2 houses right here, 3 houses right here.
He signed, I think, when he was locked up, he signed like a $10 million record deal.
4 houses right here, 5 houses right here.
I really doubt he was broke.
Maybe 2 houses right there, you feel me?
Cause that's just not true. You see him I seen him in a lot in Steve will do its videos and shit. That's how, like, that's honestly where I seen him the most.
Everyone from critics to
Free
listeners
Steve.
were waiting for him to slip up, and slip up he did. Now, Tekashi was never any stranger to getting in trouble with the law. Long before he was famous, he'd already gotten caught filming sexual acts with a 13-year-old kid. And in 2018,
I didn't know about that. What the fuck?
But rappers spend their careers in and out of prison all the time. Luckily for 6ix9ine, the hip-hop world can forgive any.
I did not know about that at all.
If he just kept being controversial while releasing bangers on occasion, Tekashi would probably have been fine. The problem is, 6ix9ine trashed his career by crossing the
That's
one line
interesting.
no rapper can survive.
He snitched. Yup.
The non-trade bloods.
2019, 6ix9ine and his gang.
My whole thing about 6ix9ine is he's like literally the definition of an internet troll. He just does everything to troll. I feel like he's like never serious, but that's where people like get him fucked up, is because they think that he's being serious, but he's just trolling. And once you realize he's trolling, that shit, it gets funny as fuck. He was like probably around the time one of the most entertaining people on the internet, and you can't tell me otherwise. People that hate him were watching him. People that liked him were watching him. Literally everybody was watching him. He broke the Instagram live viewer count record. He broke on his first song Back from Prison. He broke the 24-hour viewer record on YouTube. Like, it was insane. I just don't understand it.
He racked up a long list of
he just knew what he was doing.
Robbery and more. Initially,
I don't fuck with that though. That's weird as fuck.
Was about to go away for life, but after he snitched on his gang, he was able to get his sentence shortened to just 2 years.
That's crazy.
Giving up his gang members may have kept him out of prison, but
all those people
made him a joke in the rap world. Everyone from Meek Mill to Future to even Snoop Dogg has dragged him for being a rat. And to make matters worse,
he's mad. Look at him.
In prison for 2 years, sucked the momentum out of his career, and the pandemic limited his ability to tour. Between being the laughingstock of the rap world and jail time throwing off his music career, even 6ix9ine himself knows his time in the spotlight is over. Nowadays, 6ix9ine might be the rapper who's always going to prison, but back in the day, this dude was the one getting all the heat.
I feel like if 6ix9ine just stopped making music and just did content, bro, he would be popping. Like, because right now I don't think he's doing anything. I think he's just laying low, living his life. But like I said, if he did content, he would be popping on that shit.
Good reason.
Forced him under threat of his life and telling him that they would his mother.
What?
Got him to sign releases for Dr. Dre.
If you force somebody to sign something, it'd be all like this.
How do you know that?
How I know that?
You done it before?
I've never done it before, but common sense.
He snitched on himself.
Discussing
Suge Knight.
He used to be one of the most powerful people in rap. Alongside Dr. Dre, Suge was pushing the careers of people like Snoop Dogg and Doc. He even snatched up Tupac for a minute there too. At the beginning of his career,
that guy is insane. He's a scary guy right there.
Cash contracts and treating them with dignity. It seems he forgot what at once made him stand out. See, when artists aren't being treated right, they leave, which is exactly what Dr. Dre did. It's also what Tupac.
Isn't there conspiracies that he killed Tupac or got Tupac killed or whatever, and then like gave and then killed Eazy-E and all that stuff too? That's crazy. That's
once he got tired of.
I don't know anything about that.
He wasn't just treating his artists poorly. He was also
what the fuck is that picture?
Orchestrated Tupac's death.
Me and this guy are in sync, bro. We have a connection.
Didn't do him any favors, and people started to jump ship. Once he got locked up and the money stopped flowing, most of his rappers left, and Suge lost the power and influence he once had. Suge's got a pretty crazy story that we only really touched on here. But if you want to hear more about how one of the most powerful labels in rap crumbled to the dust, check out some of our other videos on Suge. When you're
how is this channel not big, bro?
And at any time, sometimes by chance, or like these artists, because of your own action.
Hey, shout out to this channel, Professor Street. This video only has 355 views, so I'm gonna put the link to his channel down below and the link to the original video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, just comment down below. But yeah, these are the rappers that ruined their careers, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.